Welcome back everybody, VST here, VanXPTech, and it's time for a fun video. This is the FC3000 handheld game console. What can you do with this? What can this tool do for you? Yeah, so we can just enjoy and kill some of your free time. Why not, guys? So, of course, as you can already see, this pretty much looks like a handheld console. Here we have Family Pocket. It is pretty much inspired from the FC from the Famicom. You know, it is also these things. I don't really know what it means, but it looks really like Japanese. Could be something else. I'm not even sure it's the Japanese, but it looks fancy. So it has a full speed 70 frames, okay? It's a simulator FC3000. As you already can tell, guys, this is indeed a gaming device, and I'm gonna give you a bit more details, but first some of the main specifications. So the model name is FC3000. It has 8 GB of RAM. It's very light to the hand, circa 350 grams, guys. And by the way, it supports a lot of games. Now, it really depends from where you buy it, guys. I'm gonna go to the games, but how does 5,000 games sound to you guys? Yeah, I figure that's the moment you decide to really watch the full video, or the moment you decide to quit the video or sub for the channel. Each of those choices, guys, really appreciate it. So resolution here, guys, is 480 by 320, and it gets even better, guys. So you have a standard D-pad here. You have a menu button. Okay, you have the standard normal like circular buttons that work pretty well, by the way, and feel also tactile. They have a select button and menu button, guys. But it gets even better, guys. On the back here, where you have the trigger buttons. Okay, and yeah, they really feel tactile. Although the whole device doesn't feel so expensive. It doesn't really feel like a PlayStation Vita or PSP. But guys, this thing costs 15, 20, 25 to 30 US dollars. You can turn the volume up here by the circular button. This feels so nice and analog, and you just have a power on, power off switch. You know, power it off, boom, and that's there. Then guys, you have here the micro USB charging port, and you do have also a TV out. Okay, so it really gets better, guys. It opens from the back, and let me open this. I want to share something that I believe is very, very interesting. 1800 milliampere, and it does also support the standard AAA batteries. And here, guys, that's the moment this things get interesting. So once you buy it, you're gonna get like a TF card with, I think, 150 FC or Famicom or NES or NES games. But if you want to get access to all the thousands of games, you just need to remove the TF card here and pay attention, guys. There is something here, right? Pay attention. This is a proper micro SD card that will allow you guys to install your own games or just copy your own games to the emulator. So now I'm just putting it back, guys. I'm gonna switch it so that you can just see how fast this thing loads. Here's the switch button, guys. See what happens. Boom. It pretty much boots up in 3 seconds. Let me start with the emulator. So we have the FC, the Famicom, the famous Nintendo 8-in-7 system. Then you have, guys, here the CPS one, the Capcom Play System one. Then we have the Sega Mega Drive. Then we have, of course, the GBC or the Game Boy Color. Then we have the standard Game Boy. Of course, this is really a true classic. Then we have also the SMS, Sega Master System. Then also the Sega Game Gear. And also, guys, the Sega 1000. So this is really, really impressive. How does this work, guys? So let's say you want to play an FC game or a Famicom game. You just click the A button here. You're going to get this crazy list of games installed. The games are really so many. So I don't really count them, guys, but there are really thousands of them. So let's say I want to play the Terminator, guys. I just press the start button. The emulator will run, and you can just see how quick it does. And there are no frame drops whatsoever in most of the games that I've tested. It's mono sound. All right. And you can just see how it goes, guys. And you can click the menu button, guys. And now this is the part that I like. Inside this menu, guys, you're going to be able to save your status. Because remember, this is emulation. Save your status, quit, and then later continue, all right? Why did I quit this, guys? Because I want to go back with the B button, and I want to go directly into the CPS one of my favorite games while I was really a child. And you know, I was really thrilled by the Cadillacs and dinosaurs, guys. I spent so much money playing this on the very big arcade machine. Never to imagine that 20 years later, we're going to be able to play this on our phones and everywhere else. Now, once we're here, guys, we need to press the select, and see now here with the select button, I'm able to pump by my credits, all right? Click then the start button, of course, go and choose your hero, and now let's start this beautiful game with this really crazy new age soundtrack. I just want to show you how it works. Hurry up, okay? See, I can do the running combo tricks. Yeah, this one here, see? Now I'm gonna enter the Sega Master Drive. Let's play the Bruce Lee game. The viewing angle, by the way, is not bad at all, guys. Just see, right? You can really pretty much see it from, yeah, a very nice viewing angle. You see now I'm playing with the trigger buttons. What a cool fighter, guys. Now let me also show you the Game Boy Color. Alright, let's just try to choose something. Okay, what should we choose, guys? Again, the option Alone in the Dark. Alright, let's press start. Not sure if you remember Alone in the Dark, Infogrames. Oh my god, those were really thrilling games. I played those on the PC and I was shitting myself, so scared I was. Alone in the Dark, The New Nightmare, 2001, Infogrames Europe. Sadly, most of these companies are not present anymore. They were bought by other companies, guys. That's how it goes. That's the circle of life. But I just want to show you guys the graphics, and I want to show you how it works, that it really doesn't skip frames. Remember, full speed 70 frames. Alright, let's press a new game here. Oh my god. And you can just see, guys, it's of course like a proper 3D almost, right? Imagine 2001, you were a kid playing this game. Yeah, it would have been really amazing, right? Right now, of course, I will understand a lot of the Gen Z guys will not really like this, but this is what gaming looked like 20 years ago, and even still to this day, some of these things are considered to be masterpieces. All right, so now let's go to the very much Game Boy Classic, like everything that started it. This is the true Nintendo Game Boy. Back in these days, I was living in Germany. I never had a Game Boy. I so much wanted one, but sad story, guys. But you know what? Like some years later, I have now the Game Boy. I have it on my PS Vita. I have it on the PSP. I have so many Nintendo devices here. It's not only the Switch, but the new 3DS and the new 2DS. So I'm really a huge fan. And why is this very important? Why did I want to show this to you guys? Because you can just see how nice it also emulates the colors, right? So it really looks like you are playing on a normal Game Boy. Remember, the standard Game Boy was monochrome, so this is pretty much what we'd get, but this was a revolution. Really, Nintendo started it, and well, yeah, they are quite well off, some like 40 years ago now with the Switch and with the Switch OLED, etc. So this here is the emulation of the Game Boy Classic. Now the Sega Master System, guys. Alright, what should we do there? World Cup USA. Oh, X-Men. Okay, let's just go for the X-Men. See the motions. So good, by the way. They're really well animated. We now have the Sega Game Gear, and if you don't know what it is, guys, the Sega Game Gear was also a handheld device, and it was came with color. And I remember they also sold it separately with a TV tuner. Like imagine you were able to watch analog television off your handheld gaming console in the 90s. This was crazy. I don't really knew a lot of kids that had that one. I knew only one kid that had the Sega Game Gear. Again, I was fortunate enough to live in Germany at this point of time. The Sega Game Gear was really astonishing. See here, guys, you can play full-fledged Star Trek games on your Game Gear and just experience some original titles, which is very good. Okay, one more to go, I believe. So now the last one is the Sega 1000. So I'm just gonna show you also. Okay, let's try the famous Lode Runner. Like this game is loved for so many reasons, guys. 1984. Now, how many of you were even born this year, guys? I'll guess not so many, right? This is a true classic. Okay, and this is how it looks like, by the way. So don't expect, you know, like, yeah, 3D stuff, like RTX 3080, Last of Us, whatever. But this was how gaming looked like 20 years, even 30 years ago. And still to this day, I can tell you guys, it holds quite well. It's not only the graphics, it's the soundtracks and also the whole ideas. And this device is really amazing. So I really hope that you have enjoyed this review, guys. Google it, all right? Family Pocket or FC3000. And also know, I told you in the beginning, there is a version 2 that has 2 more emulators. I think they have the Neo Geo, which is pretty crazy, and another one. I on my have only now these 2 emulators. So you can spend 20 bucks, guys, and you can always have like all this retro gaming inside your pocket. And if you like this video, yeah, also put a sub in your pocket on my channel. Thank you for watching. VST over and bye.